Well, drill doctor to the rescue. This tool's been very handy for me because I used to buy these drill bits left and right, and I didn't get the expensive one. I just got the cheapo drill doctor plain one, and got my DeWalt drill. I like that thing actually because I got the the Bedini Renaissance battery charger, and I can recharge these batteries. These aren't lithium ion; those are nickel cadmium, I think those are, the conventional style, but does a good job recharging them up. But when you're doing this, what you got to do is you got to set this up in here, and the way you see that bit is, it actually is, the bit gets in line with like the teeth that grip the bit, gets right in line, right where the bit starts cutting. I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about in there. I think it's coming out pretty good on the camera, but you just got to position this right. And the only thing I don't like about this tool is that it's plastic, and the plastic, like when I screw this in here, like when you screw this down, that tightens these jaws for different size bits, and you see how that jaw has got to be set up just like that. But I found out that this plastic kind of wears out. This tool should have been made out of aluminum or something. It'd been a lot better, or some kind of better plastic. So I want to put some tape in there to take up the threads, but it works. So how it works is you just turn it on here. It's been handy, man. I'm glad I got this damn thing. This costs like $50. This drill doctor, I got the cheap one. But I've been spending money like $10 here, $10 there, $5 here, $15 here, left and right, throwing away drill bits. I mean, even if you break them, you can just make a shorter one and recut it. So you turn this. So basically, you kind of noticed it. It kind of like, it's like an oblong. It's not. This thing is actually kind of moving like this when you're turning it. So that's what's making the angle on the bit. That's why you got to have that bit in there positioned exactly. And when you look down in here, there's a little stone down there that can wear out eventually, but take a long time for that thing to wear out. And then you got up here in front, you got this pops off, and you just got to brush it off with a paintbrush every once in a while to get out the filings. But once you have this sanded down, you'll hear it changed noise. You'll see what I mean. So it takes a few minutes actually, but you see, like when it's done, you'll hear how the grinder sounds against the drill bit itself. It won't be making noise. So I'll turn the motor on. So in other words, that bit got sharpened down perfectly. So once it got down, maybe a couple thousandths of an inch or whatever it is, got cut on the right angle, it's done. And then you just take it out of the holder. So that's all you got to do. So basically this unscrews. See, when you unscrew it, those jaws open up, and then this falls out. You got a nice sharp drill bit. Just like brand new, man. You can feel it too. The edge is nice and sharp. Feels like a little knife. And you can feel the point too. The point is nice, like where the chisel point, where these two halves come together, you can feel that's in there too. It's really good. So the next thing is, to do the next bit. So you got a different size bit, you're gonna have to close the jaws up or open them up, but it's like the jaws have to be, the edge of the jaw has to be right with the edge where the cutting starts, so it goes in there at the right angle. But it works great, man. This thing actually paid for itself a couple times over, because I would have spent way over $50, probably $100 on replacing bits. And even when I broke a bit and it was like maybe down to here, and I just put it in there, I got a short drill bit. Maybe it's not as good for everything, but sometimes you need a short drill bit, sometimes that's handy too. It'll still cut a hole, right? As long as it's not a deep hole. So there you go. Anyway, drill doctor to the rescue again, and you know, just keep these. It's a good investment. I can tell you that right now. Very good investment.